I'm Summer. Let's talk reptiles. So I started a new project. Let me show you. Dun, dun, dun. So these guys are my quail eggs. These I just got a couple of days ago. They've been in the incubator since March 9th. These guys have been in the incubator for quite a while. In fact, there's only 2 days left before I remove them from the egg turner, lay them flat on the surface, and approximately 3 days later, they are going to start hatching. I am very excited about this. We've wanted quail for a while at our house, and now with the store, it makes sense. The plan is to raise quail to produce eggs for folks to buy for their reptiles and to produce quail as feeders. Right now in the incubator, I have button quail eggs and I have Coturnix quail. Those guys are celadons, so the eggs are blue. The quails will produce more blue eggs, which is, I don't know, kind of rad. And I'm just excited. So right now I have 2 days before I can candle them and start checking to see if the eggs are viable or not. I checked 2 of the eggs already and there were quail in there. So I know that there's at least 2 viable eggs in the bunch. This particular incubator that I bought had really good reviews, like something like almost 2,000 reviews, and lots of people saying that they had higher than expected hatch rates. One person even said, expect to get more eggs than you think you're going to get. So, or like more quail or babies that are going to hatch. I'm excited. So we only have a few days left. I'm going to bring you guys along with me for these last few days and hopefully get some quail. Yeah. So tomorrow's the big day when I get to candle all the eggs and see what's fertile. I needed to stop and pick up a few extra supplies. I'm walking in a Tractor Supply right now to get some feeders and other awesome stuff. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. And there's ducks here. And there we are. So I picked up some pine shavings. I'm not 100% sure how I want the brooder to be set up, but yeah, I don't know, trial and error. I'm gonna test out different methods. These guys are some radiant heat panels. I'm really excited about getting some of these and trying them out. And down there, in there, is some food. I am so excited. I finally get to do the part I've been waiting for, which is candling the eggs to see how many of them are fertile. I ordered a second incubator, but it hasn't come in yet. So I breed reptiles. I'm going to use my Exoterra incubator to put these guys into lockdown. For reptile folks, lockdown is when you take the eggs from being turned in the automatic turner to laying them flat on the bottom surface of an incubator. You also up the humidity. These guys, I've been giving them humidity between like 50 and 60%. And now I'm upping it to like 70%. The temperatures are 99 degrees. Let's candle some eggs. So we're gonna put the fertile eggs in this tray. Let's start. First one up. Put it in. And it looks, oh yeah, it's a winner. Check it out. So this lighter portion is the air pocket. All of this is the developing quail. Yeah. There's a quail in there. All right, let's keep it going. I promise not to be this obnoxious all the way through. And another one. All right. We're 3 out of 3 so far. All right. Is that one moving? I can't fully tell. All right, 4 out of 4. And up, here's one. So this is what an infertile egg looks like. It glows really bright. There's no dark spots. This is our first infertile egg of the batch. This one, oh yeah, there's a quail in it. All right, yeah, this is another one. There's a quail in it. I'm going to finish off this process and let you know what the final count is on fertile eggs and infertile eggs. I'm done with the count, and all of the eggs are inside of my Exoterra incubator. I really love this. I use this incubator for all my reptile eggs, of course, and in a pinch, I needed an incubator, so I'm using it for these guys. I added an extra thermometer and hygrometer inside of the unit, and this guy's saying my humidity is 73, temperature 100. This guy, my temperature is pretty accurate, and it's saying that the humidity is 67, which is pretty close enough. In terms of how many eggs developed or were fertile, so I had a total of 27 eggs, and of those 27 eggs, 25 of them developed. These guys that are still in the incubator are my button quail eggs. There's more than one, but yeah, so these guys are in here. They are set to go into lockdown like my other eggs on 3/22, and I'm gonna set these guys up on the shelving that I have set up in my closet in order for them to brood. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do for that. So I just woke up and decided to check on the chicks. Let me show you. I wish I would have done this in real time so you could have gotten my reaction. So first thing I saw was that, and then there they are. This is our first little guy, hatched out, and so awesome. I'm checking all the other eggs. I don't see any other ones hatched out yet, but we did it. We have our first quail. Absolutely insane. I am so stoked. All right, so I just got home from my day at the reptile store. We are gonna look together to see how many baby quail are in the incubator now. This morning when I left home, there were 3. Maybe there's still 3. I don't know. I'm so nervous and excited. Let's find out. All right, let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This little one jumped. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. Let's see. And I see 1 that is cracked. Yeah, this is so exciting. I'm gonna examine a little bit more and see what I see, and then give a final report on who is hatched out, who looks like they're about to hatch out, all of that fun stuff. I just want to stare at them. They're so cute. So when I got home, there were 7. While I was looking in, trying to see if any others looked like they were about to hatch, another one hatched. So now I'm up to 8. Looking at the eggs, it looks like there's maybe, I don't know, 3 others that I see chips in the shell, like they're gonna hatch soon. This is very exciting. So I got a big tub so I could set up their brooder. I was gonna do smaller tubs, but I decided, or like 4 smaller tubs, but I decided to do 2 larger tubs. I feel like it's gonna be a good way to go. Yeah, I'm gonna get that stuff, bring it up, and start setting it up. I have the brooder all set up for these guys. Yesterday when I went to bed, there were 10 chicks hatched. This morning when I woke up, I was up to 14. So that means there are 11 more that haven't hatched. And I'm pretty sure 1 more was about to hatch when I walked away. We're gonna move the ones that hatched over the last, like yesterday and like night before last, into this guy. This is the way I have their brooder set up. So their water is there. I was told that quail like to try to commit suicide by drowning. So to put rocks inside of there. I have these holders for their feed, but I worry they're too big for them. They're still very small. So I sprinkle the feed all around, and then this is their brooder. This thing is basically a radiant heat panel. Reptile folks are well familiar with those. And it gets nice and hot underneath here. And I watched in a few YouTube videos that I should sprinkle the feed around the brooder or around the heat lamp if I were to use one of those, so that they can stay warm and eat at the same time. They don't have to choose between the two. In other good news, this guy here, and it's in his temporary housing, is my Blue Barons racer, and he would not eat for like at least the last 6 weeks. And I finally went the route of putting a live mouse. The live fuzzy was inside of this container for the last 3 days, and this morning when I checked, the fuzzy was finally gone. So this guy, I'm pretty sure ate, unless the fuzzy escaped, but I just really don't think it was able to escape out of this container. I watched it for a long time. Also, check this boy out. This is Felix. Man, he's gorgeous. Just absolutely stunning. Once I get his permanent housing set up, I would love to find a female for him, but right now, he just blows my mind. So I take all of that back. When I was recording the video, I started hearing a little squeaky sound, and I got to searching, and then I found the mouse. Felix still hasn't eaten. Good morning. So as of now, I am up to, I believe, 19 quail. There are 8 eggs that haven't hatched yet. I calculated it, and based on the number of eggs that went into lockdown, that is a 76% hatch rate. We're gonna get up, and I'm going to show you what we have so far, show you the little quail in the brooder, and remove the rest of the quails that are ready from the incubator and put them in the brooder. Let's get up. Let's see. Good morning, buddies. Good morning. So we can't see any of them right now because, oh, there's one. Hey, buddy. Oh, there they go. Hi. Hi, you guys. You are adorable. Hey, little friends. So they've been eating. They've already started pooping. This one's coming over for a drink of water. They are absolutely the most adorable little things I've ever seen. Look at them. They're so cute. They're really, really super cute. All right, let's check the incubator. So last night there were 8 eggs that haven't hatched yet. I put them all together with the hopes that they would, and it looks like those 8 eggs still haven't hatched. I'm going to go in and, oh wait, no, there's one that looks, there's one that's still looking kind of new right there, that little guy. We'll see, but I'm gonna grab these other guys, move them out of the incubator into the brooder, check these eggs to see. This little guy is looking pretty brand new though, so we'll see what's up with that. But for now, I'm gonna grab these other guys out and put them in the brooder. They're just so cute. Absolutely so cute. All right, so I have them all moved in. There's one little one that I thought was still moist, but it just does not have any feathers yet. That's really interesting. There's another one of these little guys that was hatched out with a deformity to its foot. I'm not sure how it's going to pan out health-wise, but I'm gonna give it a chance and see how it does. There's still 8 eggs inside of here that haven't hatched yet, but I'm a reptile breeder, so I'm going to follow my reptile breeding mindset, which is incubate until there's no debate. So I'm gonna leave these guys in here, let them keep cooking. Maybe they'll hatch, maybe they won't, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm worried about this little guy that has no feathers at all, but we'll let him go and we'll see how he does. I'm also worried about the little one that has a deformity to their foot, but I'm not even sure which one it is right now. And watching them yesterday, they did a really good job of running, or like hopping around to the feed, eating, and then going on with their day. So they may be totally fine. This little one is taking drinks of water right now. Just so absolutely adorable. Coming back to the button quail, I have 3 more days before it's time to put these guys into lockdown. That's the process where I take them out of the egg turner, lay them flat in the incubator, and let them do their thing in terms of hatching. For these eggs, I'm going to leave them in this particular incubator. I'm not going to move them to the Exoterra. The only reason why I used the Exoterra for this one was because I had 2 types of eggs. 2 types of eggs started at 2 different times that needed 2 different amounts of time for incubation, and it was time for one set to go into lockdown. So I used the Exoterra incubator to make that possible. Overall, this has been an awesome experience so far. There's a few things that I need to figure out. I've been doing lots of research about humane dispatching of these guys and trying to figure out what that looks like. The most humane way, from what I'm finding, is to sever their head. But in any of those methods, there's going to be some amount of pain. If we think about it, the process of cutting through the flesh, making your way to the spinal cord, there's going to be an instant of really sharp pain before that goes away. And because the plan is to use future quail, not these guys, all these guys I'm going to raise up, but to use future quail for feeders for reptiles and make those available for folks to purchase. Cutting off their heads is not a good option for feeders. I started looking into gassing. A lot of folks told me that that is the most humane way to do it. But what I'm finding is CO2 may not be the best way to do it. I started looking into nitrogen last night, nitrogen in argon gas. And from what I'm reading, that may be the way to go. But creating the chamber in a way where you can hold the nitrogen gas, get out all the oxygen, that's a challenging part. So I need to figure out what the design of what that chamber would look like, but I have some time before I get there. I just want to make sure I have a clear plan for how to dispatch the baby quail and get them ready to be frozen and become feeders for snakes. Now, I say this calm, cool, and collected, but I'm super nervous about this part. Like, they are so cute. Killing them sounds really difficult emotionally for me, but I also don't want to sell live feeders to folks for their snakes, because the process of the snake hunting and killing the quail is going to be way more stressful for them. So I want to humanely dispatch them and sell them as feeders. As of right now, I do not plan on having live quail as a feeding option. I just don't think that that is necessary. I know that that's going to maybe eliminate some customer base, but I'm okay with that if it means that the quails have good lives, or they have I guess good deaths. Oh, anyway, that these quails have good deaths, right? So this is where I am. I'm super excited. My plan is all of the quail that I have right now, the ones in the brooder, the ones in the incubator, I'm going to raise those guys up. I'm going to set them up to be 4 or 5 hens to every rooster. And then any excess roosters that I have, I'm going to potentially sell those to pet homes. I'm not planning on culling any of these guys or dispatching any of these guys. So any males that I have, yeah, that's the plan for those. Then I'm going to, until my guys are old enough to start producing eggs, and then I can incubate those eggs to get babies and, go through the process of setting them up to be feeders for reptiles. I'm going to continue to buy button quail eggs, hatch those guys out, and do it in that way. Dispatch those guys to be feeders. Yeah. And so do it in that way in order to be able to produce feeders for folks and their reptiles. So yeah, that's it. That's the plan. I'm super excited. I'm also super nervous. And there's other hopes connected to these quails as well. When I was young in high school and college, I was a vegetarian for a long time, 5 or 6 years. And I stopped eating meat because of animal cruelty, animal treatment. And I was I won't start eating meat again unless I can raise them myself or know for sure they were humanely treated. And I never made it to that plan. I went back to meat, and now I'm at a place where I eat minimal amount of meat. And the idea of going back around to that childhood thought is appealing. I am going to get some extra large jumbo quail eggs and raise those guys up for egg production for reptile feeders, but potentially also raise those guys up for food for us. So or me. My partner doesn't eat meat, but and my community as well. So I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot to learn. Those are like my longer term goals for all of this project, and then some of my thoughts that go along with it. But yeah, I'll make updates and tell you guys more about it with time. But yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. Oh yeah, wait, all that fun stuff. If you like the video, like it. I always forget to do my shameless plugs, but if you like the video, like it. If you want more, ring that bell. Now, I am a reptile education channel. I talk about a lot of reptile things. And for me, this quail project is a part of reptile things. But yeah, so yeah, do the little subscription, subscribe thing. And even if you're not into reptiles, you can learn about them. And oh yeah, ring the little bell, comment. Okay, I think I covered all the bases. I'm out of here. Bye.